it's Jo from YogaJo. Welcome to joining me on the Yoga Lockdown Challenge. So you want to learn yoga in 5 days? Definitely possible. I'm going to take you through the process and let's get to learn a little bit about it. So just to let you know about yoga, yoga started about 5,000 years ago. Yoga means unite, yoke, union. That's pretty much where it is. So it's coming together, and that's what we're doing right now. It's coming together. It is not a religion. So a lot of people ask me if it's a religion. No, it's not. It's working with the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. So you can bring whatever spiritual side you want into it. It works with the energies of the body. So pranayama is your breath. Asanas are the postures. So the science of the pranayama, the science of asanas. And that's what I'll be teaching you a little bit about. It's got wonderful therapeutic effects and rehabilitative effects. And the best thing about yoga, it's for everybody, no matter who you are. And you can start right now, and that's why I think you're here. The most important thing I love about yoga is getting to know your body, getting to know the outside to the inside and every part in between. So let's get on the mat and get started. So if you don't have a mat, it's fine. You can just improvise on the floor, it's fine. No shoes, we start with no shoes. You may need a couple of supports, equipment. I use 2 blocks. You can use a phone book, you can use a normal book. A blanket is great, you can roll up a blanket. And a strap. A great strap to use is from your towel, your robe. If you grab the strap what you tie with, that's a great place to start. Let's start straight off the bat. We're going to start by sitting either on a block or a blanket, up to you. And we're going to cross our legs. If you cannot cross your legs, this is called Sukhasana, our free posture, one heel in front of the other. It may be a little bit difficult for you. You may just sit cross-legged, but you'll find by sitting up on something, your hips are higher than your knees. And already you find a little bit of a lift. It's a great way to begin. You're lifting up, breath is a little bit stronger. So get yourself comfy and let's begin. We're going to start by placing our palms facing up. Your thumb and your forefinger coming together. People often want to know why this is. I look at it as the universe and man coming together, or God and man coming together, placing us together, closing your eyes. Focus on your breath. Let's just set our intentions for today's class. As you do that, just breathe. Most importantly, thank yourself for doing this. We're going to be working with Hatha, Hatha Yoga, Hat meaning sun, that meaning moon. Hatha bringing together the balance of the sun and the moon. And Hatha meaning a process of yoga to explore Hatha in the world and take you beyond our certain limitations, but fundamentally bring us into a physical preparation, preparing your body for higher possibilities. Kindly drop your chin down towards your chest. I always start with a little saying. I want you to know what 5 things that yoga has taught me. 1 is to honor your body. 2 is to let go of things that no longer serve you. 3 is to breathe. 4 is to be present in every day. And 5 is to allow your body to achieve more than you think it can. Slowly opening up your eyes, looking down at the floor. Draw your eyes along the floor until your chin is parallel and place your hands into prayer. Welcome to yoga. So glad you've joined me. So to begin with, let's start with learning how to breathe. A little bit more breathing exercises. So pranayama, that is called. The air we breathe, the food we eat, all comes into pranayama. We're going to learn how to do belly breathing, or our yogic breath. And it's about pushing out the belly and allowing the navel work towards the spine. So if you look at a little baby when it's breathing in its cot, you'll see its belly rises and falls. Let's do that with our breath. Most importantly in yoga, we breathe through our nose. The reason we breathe through our nose is allowing the air to filter through the nose with our little hairs in our nose to get rid of all the dust. And as it goes in there, it warms it up and gets it ready for the lungs. So we're going to just breathe nice and deeply. As you inhale, want to push your belly out like a balloon. And as you exhale, allow the navel to work towards the spine. So inhaling, pushing out. Exhale, allow the navel working back. Inhale, pushing out. Exhale, allowing it to come back down. Inhale, pushing out. Exhaling, allowing it to come down. Inhale, pushing it out. Exhaling down. Let's try and do that with our arms. So inhale, pushing it out. And exhaling out. And again, inhale up. Exhaling down. Once again, inhale up, big stretch. Exhale all the way down. Fantastic. Let's change the cross of our feet to our unnatural cross. So if it feels wrong, it's pretty much right. And let's just take our arms once again and hold them up there. So inhale. Exhale, hold them there. Clasp the hands together and stretch them up to the ceiling. Big stretch, stretch out of the rib cage. And let's slowly work over to the right side, stretching over. Try and keep your knees down, however you're sitting. Stretch over. And let's slowly come back to the center. Let's inhale as we lift up. Exhale, stretching over, stretch over. And slowly coming all the way back up. Opening up those arms. Place your right hand down to the floor and let's inhale as we lift up with the left. Exhale, stretch over, stretch, stretch, stretch. Feel that nice stretch you're having in the side of your body. And up we come. Placing down the left hand. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, stretching over. Beautiful. Big stretch. And slowly up we go. Let's do a slight little twist with the breath. So you're going to take your right hand, you're going to place it to the left knee. Left hand's going to work around. We're going to inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, twist with our breath. Hold there, keep twisting. Slowly turn your head to look over the front shoulder. And back over to the back shoulder. And let's come back to the front. Left hand, right knee, right hand to the back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Look over the back shoulder. Hold it there. Slowly turn your head to look over the front. And back over to the back. And here we go. Fantastic. So let's move straight in. Let's work a few little poses. Come off your block or your blanket, just place it to the side. We're going to go onto all fours. So it's very important to understand when you're on all fours that you're in a perfect little tabletop. Your fingers are nicely spread. Your knees are directly underneath your hips. And if you look back, your feet are hiding, playing hide and go seek with you. The most important thing you do here is you pull your navel in so you're nice and tight here and you're not arching through the back. So you're nice and straight, coming out of the shoulders, fingers are spread. I'm going to work into cat and cow, working with our breath. So keeping the back flat. Inhale, looking up with your eyes, don't overextend. And as you exhale, you're going to round the back and you're going to look down at your navel. Flattening down, inhaling, looking up. And exhale, working down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. If I'm going too slow for you, you can go with your own breath. Just work it in. Let's go again. Inhale up. And exhale down. and let's come back to the center. Let's do a little bit of balancing. So you're going to stretch out your right arm in front of you and lengthen through the back leg, your left leg. I want you to try and get yourself balanced and come to the center. Make sure your hip is not up, nice and square. Stretch it out, lengthen into the foot, open up through the chest. Hold it here for a moment. We're just going to lengthen into it. Nothing exciting, just stretch. Make sure you're coming out of the shoulders, you're not hurting your shoulder. Tightening that core. Breathe. And let's place down our right hand and our left knee. Let's work to the other side. Left arm up, right leg up. Stretch, make sure you're nice and square, so you're dropping your hip, you've got a nice flat, you're flexing into the heels. Stretching up, hold it for a moment, just breathe into it. Nice deep breathing. And slowly placing that hand down and that knee down. So often in yoga, your wrists tend to get sore, and the reason we work a lot with the wrists and the ankles is because of arthritis. We like to prepare ourselves for when we get old. We don't want to have sore wrists and ankles. So we're just going to do a little bit of a movement. You're going to take your hand, you're going to turn it around, outside. So outside comes in, and we're just going to do one more cat and cow this way. So inhale, looking up. Exhale, round. And come back to the center. We're going to change that figuration, and you can turn your hands to the inside and the other one to the inside. And let's inhale up and exhale round. And come back to the center. Release the hand. You can just wave to the queen. Wave to the queen. Lovely. A little bit of twinkle, twinkle. Twinkle, twinkle. Just getting ourselves ready for the next pose. So we're going to learn how to do a down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, which is a great little pose. You must know down dog, they talk about it all the time. So down dog is really an upside down V. You're going to step your hands one hand step forward. The most important thing here is that your fingers are widely spread, very wide, okay? From there, you're going to tuck your toes under. And we're going to lift our knees just off the floor. Then you're going to try and push yourself back. So you want to have a good stretch here. This is how we're going to start it off, just to get you correct alignment. Then you're going to start to lift your tailbone up to the ceilings. If you can get your neck straight, that's great, but you might have tight hamstrings. You want to try and relax the neck as much as possible. And slowly, we're going to drop down our right heel, bending the left knee. So just dropping it down. Let's come back onto the toes, and let's drop down the left heel. Lovely. Up onto the toes, right heel down. Up onto the toes, left heel down. Up onto the toes, right heel down. And up onto the toes. Now try and get down both. You won't get the both heels down, but you'll get close. And let's just work through this pose. So this is a down dog. Clearly, I've been doing this for years, so you don't have to look what I'm looking like. And you won't get the heels down. I want you to just work through the process of where we're going to. If you have tight hamstrings, this is where you are. Okay, I understand that 100%. So this is how you can be, and I'm very happy with that. Let's start working at the front. So if this is hard for you, you can open up your hands a little bit wider, and you can also place them out to the side. So I'm just going to work to the front so you can see me from the front. So if it's a little bit hard, place your hands out a little bit wider, and you can turn them out a little bit. Now the most important thing I see is a lot of this rounded back. I want you to relax into the shoulders and push the shoulders back. So relax into the shoulders, roll them back, and lengthen through them. Okay, so you can straighten out the back a little bit more. You want a nice flat movement. So we're just working into that down dog. Push your tailbone up to the ceiling. Get a nice straight back. Then relax the head as much as you can. Once you can push your tailbone up, you actually want to feel that you can tilt the tailbone up to the ceiling. Lengthen a little bit more. And then see how you can work into the legs. You don't have to straighten them yet, but you want to just work into it, lengthening into it, relaxing the head, pushing away from the shoulders, stretching into the fingers. You want all your thumb, your heel of the hand, and all those internal knuckles down onto the floor, relaxing. Now I'm sure that this is already hard because this is working on to you. Place your toes together, let's put our knees apart and let's just relax it out for a moment. Into child's pose, balasana. So just to recap, our down dog has great, huge benefits. Mild depression, if you've got a headache, if you're having a sleepless night, there's great, huge benefits that it will bring to you. It will also help you energize a little bit. If you're really feeling a little bit down, you go into it. You will notice as we go through the classes and we get a little bit more going, you'll say, oh, God, I'm just going to a down dog. You think I'm dreaming. You will understand. But this pose that we're doing right now is our child's pose. So child's pose, you want to put your toes together, your knees apart, and you will relax the body in between. This is how we come down to relax. So when you get tired, this is it. Just relax. You can even place your arms behind. If your shoulders are already sore, just surrender into the pose. And let's try down dog again. So stretch the arms out. Stretch as far as you can. Lifting up. Tuck the toes. Work out of the shoulders. You're stretching back. Up you go. Walk it out. Lengthen into the spine. Stretching out. Make sure you get into a nice down dog. An upside down V. You want to be a nice V. So you want your tailbone in the center. You want as much pressure on the hands as onto the feet, if that makes sense. So I can lift my hands and I can lift my feet the same amount. Just relax. Let's hold it here just for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just to check your alignment, because often what eyes tend to see is people's down dogs are like this. They're very short, or they could be too long. The way we check our correct alignment of a down dog is we work into a plank. So from here, I want you to work yourself forward. Okay? And I want you to get yourself straight. So now you'll see my shoulders are just over my hands. My legs are straight and my hips are square. Please note, I'm not doing this. And my bum is not up here. We're nice straight. I think about a kind of like a bench. Does that make sense? A park bench. You can come sit on my back. Okay? Tightening the core. I'm not using the shoulders. I'm using a lot of my core. And I'm holding it here. So this is the plank. We know this is the plank. And from here we push back from lifting the buttocks up to the ceiling. There's my perfect down dog size. So if you look at that size, that's the size of the down dog. So let's work it back, plank. And let's work back into a down dog. Stretch it out. A nice way to do this is like an ocean. So if you think of the waves coming in the ocean, you're coming up into the toes, round the back, plank it. And then up into the toes, arch in the back, working back down. Toes together, knees apart, and release. And you all thought this was for old people. Okay, I won't go there. So, let's just recap. We've learned how to sit in Sukhasana or with our legs crossed on a higher place. We've learned a little bit of belly breathing. We've learned how to do our nice twists, a cat and cow, balasana, which is our relaxing pose, Adho Mukha Svanasana, which is our down dog, and a plank. And I hope you're feeling great. So we're going to leave it right there for day 2, and I hope to see you. So let's just come back to the center. You can cross your legs however you want to. Bring your hands to pray. We always relax at the end of our classes. So if you're feeling a little bit tired, please lie down. It's called Savasana. All you do is lie down, palms out. We all know how to do this. But you need to learn to relax. You need to close your eyes. So you're welcome to do that at the end of this. Most importantly, thank you for joining me. I'll see you again.